Hassett book. Oh, hey, I think this is your cue. So we're going to try a little duetty thing here. Oh, right, this is freaking cool. So I was at, we got to get you in the frame. Where you can be there? Kerouac's On the Road. He wrote it in 3 weeks on a scroll of paper. That I mentioned that about. And so the scroll finally went to auction at Christie's in New York. And I was in the room when it happened. So here's a little account of what it was like to be there when this historic event took place. At one of these auctions, I'd never really been to an auction before, and this is what happens. The bidding increments are all predetermined. Over $1,000, each bid is $100. So if you bid, that's your bid. You can't just pick an amount to bid. Over $5,000, it goes up by $500 with each bid. Over $10,000, it goes up by $1,000 every time. Over $1 million, it goes up by 100,000 increments. When it hits $2 million, it starts going up in $200,000 steps. But by then, it's getting out of my league. Up above the auctioneer is this electronic board that lists the lot number and current bid in US dollars. And below that are lines with each country's equivalent monetary value. So as the auctioneer is zipping up the numerical ladder, all these foreign currency values are flapping by like the train track changing signs at Penn Station. Euros, UK pounds, French francs, Swiss francs, Deutschmarks, yen, lira, and the good old Canadian dollar squeaking in on the bottom line. We exist! Yeah, how many loonies? In fact, in a general sense, there was really one of those we exist feelings in the room. It was the magic zing of the old Jack ring. So the auction's going by lickety-split. Lot 249 is a copy of Ulysses signed by Joyce himself and by, get this, Matisse. Now, talk about cool autograph collecting, right? Okay, I'll open the bidding at 5,000, 55, 6,000, and 20 seconds later, sold for 13,000, paddle number 319 in the 4th row. It all happens in less than a minute. The big ones take maybe a minute and a half, but lots of stuff's going for under 10 grand. All sorts of little things, no idea what they are, but I kind of felt like bidding just because they're so cheap. It had to be something cool, right? Some Emerson thing or something. But there's a catch, you see. You can't like scratch your nose or anything. Like if you move your arm, you might be bidding. And then of course your nose would get itchy. And so you'd have to sort of turn away from the auctioneer and, you know, like he's the teacher at school and sneak a scratch. So you're watching your moves, watching the crowd, watching these people, watching their catalogs and marking in scores and bidding up to a certain point on lots. And then when their last item of the day is gone, they just immediately get up and leave. Professional buyers, people with money. A set of Oxford dictionaries goes for $850,000. And I bet they're used. An autographed copy of To Kill a Mockingbird goes for $18,000. And I keep wondering, who are these people? And the guy sitting next to Doug Brinkley gets up and steps out for a minute at about lot 270. And he's a big guy wearing this striped suit, like I don't know what, a 20s gangster, a 40s hipster, I don't know. Big white tie, and a big black shirt, hair greased straight back, almost like a football player, but with a cuff-linked Four Seasons polish and rock and roll swagger. By the time we get to lot 300, there are only 4 gunslingers left on the sideline phone lines as the auctioneers still rattle through numbers like he's unloading on Bonnie and Clyde's car. Rat-a-tat-tatting by the thousands, 9,000, 10,000. My whole life's net worth flashing by in split seconds for some autographed paper. Holy zippers. $15,000, $24,000, $45,000. Fair warning at $45,000. Sold for $45,000. An Edith Wharton letter goes for $800. A bargain. Must have been a crummy letter. Went for a walk. Love Edith. So, then comes the finale. Lot number 307. The lot a lot of you have been waiting for. A little auctioneer's humor. Jack Kerouac's original typescript scroll of On the Road, shown here before you on the screens. I'll start the bidding at $650,000. I'm out. 650,000, 700,000, 750,000, 800,000, 850,000, 900,000, 950,000, $1 million over here, $1 million in the front row, $1,100,000. Now this is the first time there's a smidge of a pause. 1,200,000, 1,300,000. And again, now there's a little pause. 1,400,000. Then quickly, 1,500,000. And all this time, it's Brinkley's buddy who's flashing up his white paddle 479 as soon as anyone else bids anything. The old instant paddle flash routine. And then after a pause, the front row finally bids again. 1,600,000. Then quickly, 1,700,000. There's a pause, and then, all right, 1,800,000. Then boom, 1,900,000. And then there's another, like, kind of extended pause, and it's totally silent in the room, of course. You could hear a dream pop. And the auctioneer, we can wait a little bit. The animated auctioneer aloud. 1,900,000. The bid is 1,900,000 with the gentleman. 1,900,000. Anyone say 2 million? And he looks down at the front row and says, no, I'm sorry, 2 million's the next bid. 1,900,000. 1,900,000 then in the third row at 1,900,000. Is there any further advance at 1,900,000? Fair warning at 1,900,000, and he raises his little wooden gavel stub and slowly starts to bring it down. Last call. And then suddenly, 2 million! And he explains and points to the front row. Whoa! And then instantly, 2,200,000. And the whole crowd whoops. Huge tension release, laughing, clapping. But all the way pinning the needle and then totally quiet again in about 2 seconds. Flying by as fast as bebop. Anticipation, says the auctioneer, articulating the air of the collective moment. 2,200,000, 2,200,000 in the third row. Are we all done at 2,200,000? Sold for 2,200,000, and the whole room explodes in applause. Huge release, kabam! And then just as the applause is dying down, the auctioneer steps up and says, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to announce that is a new world record for a literary manuscript at auction. And another round of cheering and whooping. And then as soon as the final clapping dies down, some guy yells, Corso lives! All right. Thank you, Tricia. A little duet of pranksters. Where are we going next? Oh yeah, okay, oh this is great. All right, this is from,
It's great.
yes, thank you, Tricia. Right, this is where I'm going next.